Hey guys, watch me turn you from a basic designer to a professional. In this video, I'll be sharing with you 5 tips that will elevate your sewing skills and cutting skills from a basic to a professional. So if you are yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please do so you can get notified whenever I drop videos like this. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. So in this video, I'll be teaching us how to achieve this smoky 3-tier gown with a puff sleeve like this. And I'm going to be giving us tips on how we can achieve this smoky neatly like an already made dress. For this gown, I made use of 1 pack of 6 yards of Ankara fabric and 2 yards of lining. So the first thing we're going to do is to calculate the maximum amount of material we're going to be needing for the front piece, that's for the top blouse. So to get this formula, we're going to use our hip measurement divided by 4, and we're going to add 5 inches to it. So if you're on the bigger size, we're going to make use of 8 inches, but if you're on the smaller size that your hip is like from 30 down to 38, you can make use of just 5 inches. So my hip divided by 4 there is 9.5 inches. Then I'm going to add 5 inches to it. Like I said, the excess of adding this 5 inches is because we're going to be using an elastic thread to achieve this smoky dress. So when you add that elastic to it, it's going to shrink the fabric, so we need an excess material for it. Use this formula and it's going to fit your customer perfectly after smoking it. So I've gone ahead to fold the front piece. I'm going to be cutting it separately, so I folded it into 2 pieces first, and then I measured out that maximum material we got, which is 14.5 inches like that, and I'm going to remove about 4 inches like that from the starting line. This is because this is a high chest off shoulder, so I'm going to be removing 4 inches. If you want yours to reveal the bust or to be low chested, you can make use of your shoulder to shoulder measurements divided by 2, which is 7 inches in my own case. So I'm going to mark out my starting line like that first of all, and then from that starting line I'm going to then get my 4 inches like that, and I'm going to remove it from the starting line. Do you see what I'm doing? And I'm going to mark out my shoulder to waist measurement, which is 17 inches in my own case. So from that point, I'm going to come down by 2 inches. You can make use of 3 inches. The essence of this is that we're going to be using ½ inch for folding at both sides, and then the remaining inches is for shrinkage. So just make use of 3 inches allowance, because when we smoke it, it's actually going to be shorting. So I've gone ahead to mark a line like that. So the next thing I'm going to do is to get my armhole curve for the sleeve. So to get this horizontally, we're going to remove 3 inches like that from that point, and I'm going to go ahead to mark it out. Then for the vertical measurements, I'm going to remove my shoulder to shoulder measurement plus ½ inch, and then I'm going to mark it out. So in order for us to do that, I'm going to remove that 4 inch that we already came up by, and then I'm going to place my shoulder to shoulder measurement plus ½ inch like that, and I'm going to connect the point. Then for the curve, I'm going to come out by 1 inch like that, and I'm going to mark it out to form the curve. So this is what I'm doing. Just follow exactly what I'm doing and you're going to get it right. After this, we're just going to go ahead to cut it out like that. So after cutting it out, we're going to use this front piece to cut out the back piece. So I'm just going to go ahead to arrange it out like that, and I'm going to place it on it and cut it out exactly. After doing that, I'm going to mark out my lines for the smoking effect. So I'm going to mark out ½ inch like that, and I'm going to use this ½ inch as a guide when sewing. So I'm just going to continue this process down, and I'm going to do it at the front and at the back too. So I'm just going to sew straight on each line like that. But before I start smoking, I'm going to fold the top side with ½ inch, and the bottom side I'm going to notch it. This is the elastic thread I'm going to be making use of. It is called a smoky thread. So I'm going to get my ruler, and I'm going to just roll it down like that. I'm not going to use a machine to roll this down. I'm just going to use my hand. So don't stretch it, just do it the way I'm doing it carefully. And this is just what we're going to use: 3 for the front and 3 for the back. So I've gone ahead to fix it at the ruler side. So for the thread passing through the needle, I'm using my regular black thread. So I'm just going to use ½ inch like that to sew it down. Don't drag it, just allow it to flow with it. So do you understand what I'm doing right now? After smoking it, this is what it looks like. I've gone ahead to stitch from the top to the bottom, so I just pin that sides together. So what I'm going to do next is to fix my sleeve. So in order to do that, I need to know
where I'm going to start my sleeve from. So what I'm going to do is to join it together like this, the both sides, and I'm going to measure out about 3 inches. Just follow what I'm doing and you're going to get it right. So after measuring it out, I'm going to mark it out at both sides. After marking it out, I'm going to just stretch it to ensure that both front and back is actually equal. After that, I'm going to get my sleeve piece. I already cut it out. So what I have here is 36 inches by 15 inches. So do you understand that? So I'm going to open it up like that, and I'm going to just get the part that I'm going to fold one part with 1 inch in order to pass elastic through it. I'm also going to fold the other part with 1 inch. So what I'm going to do first of all is that I'm going to get my elastic and I'm going to cut it out. For the elastic I'll be needing for the top side like that. For this I'll be making use of 6 inches. So remember that we came out by 4 inches before, so 4 inches times 2 is actually 8 inches. So I want this to be fitted and tight enough, so I'm going to remove 1 inch from that 4 inches, which is 3 inches times 2, which is 6 inches. So just make use of 6 inches like that, and it's going to be fitted and it will not be dropping out of her shoulder. So this is what it's going to look like when I fix this up. I've gone ahead to cut the one for the other hand sleeve too. So I'm going to cut the one for the lower sleeve round too. So I'm going to get my sleeve round measurements just like I described, and mine in my own case is about 11 inches. I'm just going to take exactly the same thing I have there, and I'm going to remove about 1 inches like that. This is for fitness, so don't remove 2 inches, if not it's going to be too tight. So just remove 1 inch like that. So this is what I have after fixing the elastic in the first one first. I went ahead to do the one for the upper part first before the one for the lower part. So for this side, I've already gone ahead to fix it, attach it to the sleeve. What I did was that from the point where we marked out, I started sewing from there. That was where the edge of my elastic was, and then I joined the lower part to the arm. Next up, I'm going to add my elastic to this lower end, fold it with 1 inch like that, and I'm going to add the elastic. Then I'm going to join it, place it together, right side facing each other, and I'm going to join the sides for only one side. To get the lower flared design for the skirt of the gown, I'm going to go ahead to draft it out like this just to explain it. So this is first layer, second layer, and third layer. Then to get the first layer, we're going to do our hip times 2, the second layer our hip times 3, and the third layer our hip times 4. So to get the length of each of these layers, I'm going to use my full length minus my half up. My full length is 60 inches minus my half up, which is 17 inches. That's my shoulder to waist, and I'm going to divide it by 3 because I want it to be equal. So whatever I have there, I'm going to write it out, and I'm going to add 1.5 inches allowance for folding at both ends. So you know we're going to join it at the up side and at the lower side. So just go ahead and add 1.5 inches allowance to whatever you get down to the 3 layers like that. So I've gone ahead to finish up the top side like this. This is the way it's looking. So I only joined one side of this blouse, and the other side I left it because I'm going to be opening it up to join the lower flare to it. Remember I said we should notch the center of the top piece before smoking it, so we're going to make use of that notch right now. So I'm going to go ahead to get my pieces, my flare pieces. I already cut it out, my third layer, my second layer, and my first layer. So I'm going to get the first layer, I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to get the center and notch it for both the top and the bottom side, and then I'm going to fold it again to get the middle again at that folded point, and I'm going to notch it again. So we're getting the center 4 center parts like that for just the top side, and I'm going to arrange it out for each center. So just look at what I'm doing and you understand this. So for the first marking, I'm going to turn it over like that, right side facing each other, and then I'm going to pin down the notch part. So after doing that, while sewing, we're just going to drag it very well, and it's going to lap, it's going to gather like that. So this is what we have after joining it. I've gone ahead to turn it over so that you can see how neat it is looking. Do you see the way the elastic was long enough to accommodate this other fabric that was excess. So do you see the way the gathers has already formed? Next up, we're going to get the second layer and attach it to this side of the first layer. So I'm going to get it now, and the same thing I did for the first layer, I'm going to do it for the second layer, but this time around I'm just going to notch the middle alone, not 4 corners. After which I'm going to gather it out. So after getting my gather stitch, I'm going to then attach it just the center. I'm going to notch it out. Then I'm going to get the notch part of the first layer that we have, and I'm going to attach it together, right side facing the right side. So please ensure that you spread out the gathers very well so that you can get a very nice finishing. After sewing that out, I'm going to go ahead to do the same thing for the third layer. I'm going to notch it out before I then gather it, so that the middle of the main fabric of the second layer, I can also attach the notched part together. Attaching this notched part is just so that we can have even gathers, so that we can know that the gathers at one side is the same with the gathers at the other side. After gathering the third layer, I'm going to go ahead to fold the lower end like that. That's been done. I'm going to go ahead to calculate the amount of material I'll be needing for my lining piece. So remember that for the top measurements, we said our hip divided by 4 plus 5 inches. So what I'm going to do for this lining is that I'm going to do 14.5, which is what I got, times 4. So that is going to be the wideness for our lining piece. And then for the length of the lining piece, I'm going to get my full length, which is 60 inches, minus my shoulder to waist measurement, which is 17 inches. So whatever I get, I'm going to just minus 5 inches or 4 inches from it. It just depends on you. So that is going to be the formula to get the length of our lining piece. So I've gone ahead to place it on a fold like this, and for the wideness, what I got there, I'm just going to divide it into 2 since it's on a fold, and then I'm going to get my measurement. So since I got 58 initially, I'm just going to divide it into 2, and I'm going to also measure out my length of this material, and I'm going to cut it out and notch the center like that. Next up, I'm going to place this lining piece on the main fabric like this, and I'm going to get the notched parts and place it at the center like that, the place that I already joined, that is the center, and I'm going to pleat it. I'm not going to pleat it, I'm going to just stretch it out, and I'm going to place it. So this is the way I'm going to place it, the lining piece facing the smoked area, and I'm going to stitch it like that. So after stitching it, when I turn it over, it's going to be looking all neat, and it's going to cover up all those stitches we made. So I've gone ahead to stitch it down. This is what it looks like after I've turned it over, and also I've gone ahead to fold the lower end too like that. So for us to join it, I'm just going to join the both ends like this. I'm going to turn the lining piece over, then I'm going to arrange it out like this. Just look at what I'm doing, and you're going to get it right. So from the top side, I'm going to start sewing. I'm going to put the top side inside and place the lining piece together, and then from that point there, we're going to stitch it down like that, and then we're going to join the top side. If you found this tutorial helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and leave a comment, and be sure to share the video to people it might help.